us go lock your dogs up now, and then like we'll just introduce ourselves for the
That's
video.
a good point. I will actually do that.
And then you can introduce yourself when you get back. Right. So for all our viewers out there watching this video, we here at UGNN, E3's literally like a week away, and so we've decided to put together a predictions video. So I'm going to be doing the gameplay for this. I'm currently live streaming on YouTube some Uncharted 2 Among Thieves Remastered gameplay. So we're just going to go over our predictions for the conferences and what we expect the other companies to reveal. So I'm Matthew McNamee. I'm joined by Luke Harrison.
Hello. Hi.
Okay, sound a bit more enthusiastic. And we're just waiting for Johnny Dixon as well, who is one of the first editors on the site along with me. So we'll just wait for him to finish locking these dogs up before we start. But oh crap. Okay guys, if you're wondering why the on my PlayStation 4 controller where it sticks in, so if you're wondering why he just shot like everywhere all of a sudden, it's because the button stuck.
Yeah, but you're not meant to be paying attention to the gameplay, really.
Yeah, I know.
Gameplay is just kind of a backdrop.
Well, yeah, okay then. Now, how about you introduce yourself, since us two have introduced ourselves?
Well, what am I supposed to say? My name is Johnny. Hello.
And say you're a dick.
I like long walks on the beach. Yeah, I'm just an editor for UGNN. It's a really bad website.
Yes.
Yeah, these are our predictions video for E3. Yay!
Yay! So before we get started, let's just talk about some of the leaks that have been revealed just before here. So like some of the games that we've seen that have just been announced. So one of the big ones, yeah. By the way, you guys might see me getting Shrek'd quite a bit in this. Yeah. So so let's start this off with one of the most recent announcements that was announced: Watch Dogs 2. Thoughts on
that? Me and you were obviously saying earlier on that the fact that it showed up a cinematic trailer isn't probably the best idea. They really need to show some gameplay, especially with the old Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Being a bit of a letdown.
That's a very valid point, but I mean,
that's what we want to say.
Yeah, Luke.
Well, right. Number one was very disappointing, and they just.
Yeah, you were saying Watch Dogs 1 was very disappointing. Is there a continuation of that line?
I guess not.
Okay,
Goodbye,
right.
Luke.
Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing there's been a technical difficulty on Luke's end. More than likely he'll probably just rejoin with us very shortly. But yeah, so like I was saying, I mean, obviously with Watch Dogs like being the way it was on its release, it's it probably wasn't the brightest idea to just release a cinematic trailer. But I have a feeling we're going to be getting a lot more at Ubisoft's press conference.
Yeah, I feel the same as well.
Yeah, like there's just, I think Watch Dogs 2 is just too big of a release to just sort of like keep hidden and like just as a CG trailer, especially considering like they've given it a November release date as well. Which,
and obviously you were saying earlier to me that like Matt thinks that Watch Dogs 2 is going to be the Assassin's Creed 2, where it's going to be a lot better than the first one.
Yeah. I mean, you said you managed to see a brief snippet of gameplay just before we did this live stream.
It showed off like a tiny bit of free running, like, and it looks a little bit more fluent, kind of like. The other one where you could just like hop over small little obstacles, like this one that seems like you can run up like walls and stuff like that and get a little bit higher, which is a lot better.
Yeah, that's something like that I've wanted to see like a lot in Watch Dogs. I mean, that's what I thought you could do with the first Watch Dogs. It was one of the few reasons I was so excited about it. But to say that the free running's coming in a more grander scale and it looks more fluent is a very exciting prospect for me.
I mean, it's just a lot of the gameplay that it needs to improve on, and like I said, the gameplay is the one that it needs to show off more than the story.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
I don't know how grand the hacking is going to be, because obviously Watch Dogs is like a lot bigger on the hacking element of it, so it really needs to expand on it.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that I am interested about with Watch Dogs 2 is it's the fact of the San Francisco setting. Like, San Francisco is a huge city to start with, and I think the idea.
What was the other ones? What was the other one's setting?
It was I think it was Chicago.
Okay.
I'm sure it was Chicago.
Well, if it is Chicago, then yeah, San Francisco is a lot bigger.
I mean, obviously you've got the Golden Gate Bridge as well, and
yeah, which will be the big landmark, I guess.
I mean, I'm just hoping that like the landmark of like the Golden Gate Bridge will sort of be like. Do you remember in Infamous Second Son with the Space Needle mission?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
I think it would be good if Watch Dogs 2 had something similar with the Golden Gate Bridge, where it had I mean, the whole idea of I mean, we read a little bit on the actual plot sort of thing, and apparently it looks like it's going to be sort of taking a leap out of the book of Minority Report, where it's sort of predicting crimes before they happen. I've heard it's also the same in an anime, Psycho-Pass. Is it Psycho-Pass?
Yeah, Psycho-Pass is similar.
Yeah. Actually, give me 2 seconds, folks. I'm just going to quickly add Luke back to the thing, because I think he just kind of forgot. Can he? Oh, right. Oh, for some reason he's logged out. Joy!
Are we gonna like talk about any of the rumours, like the one that made you like nearly cry earlier?
Yes, we will be talking about that in detail shortly. But so we've just mentioned a little bit about Watch Dogs 2. Let's just quickly talk about some of the other confirmations pre E3. Injustice 2. That's a big one.
Looks to be expanding upon a lot of gameplay things, which is a really good idea. Like especially if you can like actually level up, like you've told me you can.
One of the big one of the big rumors is that you're going to be able to like upgrade the skills of the heroes.
So you know what that reminds me of immediately is it reminds us of Dissidia Final Fantasy. That was really similar. You could like equip different skills and equipment level up and all that stuff.
And see that's such a great idea.
As well, Dissidia, the second one, the sequel had like an open world kind of as well, like a world to explore, and that would also be a really good idea in Injustice. That'd be a great idea.
That would be a fun idea to like explore the likes of Metropolis and Star City and Gotham. You know, like. But I mean, thing is though, would it just be a little bit too much like the likes of the Arkham games, where obviously you explore a lot of Gotham and stuff?
Well, I mean, like it wouldn't have to be like a a proper open world game. I mean, like it would just be kind of like a hub world, similar to that like of like let's see, I hate to compare this, but like the Lego games.
Yeah.
Like it just has like a bit of a hub world. You can go around like buy stuff.
Yeah.
Find some Easter eggs and things like that.
See, now I think that will be really nice. Like be able to walk around, like say the Hall of Justice or something.
Mm-hmm.
But is the idea of some of the characters that could add. I mean, I've been seeing this for a while, and I mean, I know some of them. I mean, these ones are DC Comics that I'm about to mention, but there's some that's also a bit of like Vertigo, so it's like the subsidiaries of DC Comics. But you could include so many characters like that I was begging for in Injustice 1. You could have the likes of maybe like Watchmen characters such as like Rorschach or Dr. Manhattan. You could have V from V for Vendetta, John Constantine.
I think they probably could, stuff like that.
Swamp Thing. I want to see darker characters. Like I don't just want to be the sort of light, colourful characters that we expect to see from the likes of Injustice. or DC Comics. So like the likes of Batman, the likes of Superman, the Flash, Green Arrow. Like I want to see some actual dark characters who they've not really touched upon in like mainstream media. I think
It's
that
not
would
just
be
the characters as well. It's the story as well. Like obviously, we could like spoil some stuff because we're just talking freely about these things. But like the story with Injustice.
Two seconds. Just in case anyone is worried about spoilers, we are about to include some spoilers from Injustice: Gods Among Us.
We could probably include spoilers for everything we talk about, so you might as well just say that.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. Yeah. Well, you pretty much just said it yourself.
Yeah. Like Injustice, like the whole story about like Superman being evil. Like I'm wondering where that could go because obviously they teased it at the end of Injustice. So I wonder if they're going to continue with that story or
they've already confirmed the basic plot of the new game, with it being set a few years after the events of Injustice: Gods Among Us and following the superheroes trying to rebuild like the cities after the events of Injustice. And a group of terrorists and superpowered villains try to recreate the regime that Superman started in the first game. So obviously, I'm expecting there'll probably be a Prison Break sequence, maybe. Like where they try to break Superman. Oh no! Damn.
What's that?
Sorry, I just died in the games. I sometimes do that where I get too involved to the point where. Oh,
stop that!
Damn, that was good. I went to jump and
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Like with the Injustice thing. So what are the other like confirmed things are there?
Well, they've confirmed that so far there's 7. No, 4. Yeah, 7 confirmed playable characters so far. We're going to see 4 returning characters in the form of Batman, Superman, the Flash, and Aquaman. While there's 3 new characters with Supergirl, the Green Lantern villain Atrocitus, and Flash villain Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, nice of you to rejoin us.
My net died when I started broadcasting, and it was just like, it just completely killed it. Everything. Didn't know what happened.
Oh, and now Johnny's experiencing some technical difficulties, folks. The joys of PlayStation chat. But yeah, so just to catch up to speed, Luke, we've spoken about Watch Dogs 2. We're just discussing Injustice 2 at the moment.
Mess ups everywhere.
Yes, this is the joys of, like I said, PlayStation Network, folks.
Yeah.
So, like I said, them are the characters that's been confirmed so far. We've got, obviously they've rumoured that we're going to be seeing some upgradable skills and armour and costumes and stuff. So, I mean, overall, it's sounding like it's going to be a very interesting title.
It's basically sounds like what a sequel should do. It just builds a template and then it just builds upon it. Just makes it better.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't know whether it can replicate is the story, because obviously Injustice's story was really good.
I mean, it was so good that they even referenced it in the recent Batman vs Superman movie.
Yeah, it's film worthy. It's the story that I've always wanted to be in a film, an evil Superman.
I mean, it's something that you rarely see in media. I mean, Superman's the goody two-shoes character.
Yep.
So, you need to just picture what it would be like to see an evil Superman. And, I mean, thing is as well, with a game that features Superman, you'd expect Injustice to sort of be at least child-friendly, but it's not. What made Injustice so good was how dark it was. It was, I mean, you had people getting murdered and stuff. It was
the best way.
Yeah, I mean, there's a scene. I don't mean to go in. I'm not trying to spoil it as much, but there is a scene where Superman actually burns one of the other superheroes' skulls out. I'm not going to spoil which one, so that way it's at least a surprise. But yeah, he burns someone's skull out with his laser vision, and it's something you don't really expect to see Superman do. So,
Didn't you freeze that superhero first and then burn him with laser?
No, he actually just grabs him and then like laser beams like straight into his skull. It's
I mean, like it's off camera, but like you can still hear like the melting and stuff. So
no, I mean you don't see it going through his skull, but you do see him actually holding him while he's burning his head. Like, his head
but I'm just saying like the actual like gore and everything is off camera, but it's still graphic for the a superhero to do.
And I mean,
Superman.
I think the thing is as well though with the violence as well, you can tell where it's going to go just from like the first 5 minutes of the game, like just like the first 5 minutes of the actual campaign, which involves the Joker. So, I mean, with Joker you can always expect some violence, but not in the caliber that you see. And so, before we get on to our predictions and some of the rumours and stuff, we're just going to quickly discuss one other thing that a lot of people are showing some concerns about, some people are excited for, and that's remasters. Now, one of the ones that's recently been announced was Final Fantasy XII as a PlayStation 4 exclusive.
Which I think I'm the resident Final Fantasy fan here, RPG fan.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I like Final Fantasy 7.
It looks fantastic. It like the visuals like in the game look so much better. I mean, I'm not a Final Fantasy 12 fan. I really do not like Final Fantasy 12, but I am really excited for this because it looks like a damn good remaster. So I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, that's something that you've got that's something that everyone can ask for when it comes to the likes of these remasters. At least make it a good one. I mean, I'm currently reviewing Dead Island Definitive Edition right now, and well, I mean, Johnny
That's
can,
another good one.
yeah, but it's like with games that are worthy of. Final Fantasy 12 is a PS2 title, so
Yeah, it's 10 years old.
exactly. So it's like you have a 10-year-old PS2 title being released as right. Sorry, 2 seconds. I jumped onto a building there. I didn't realise you could jump onto it. And I've just committed suicide. But yeah, like you've got a 10-year-old PS2 title and it's getting remastered for the PlayStation 4, and that should just tell you how good, like how much faith they're putting into it, how much work they're putting into it. And I think if you can tell that a developer's going to be putting that much work into a game, then that's enough to keep faith.
I mean, there are even like remasters that people are wanting more than other games. Like Luke right now is playing Call of Duty, Call of Duty 4 remastered. That's a massive one.
That's been held hostage though.
What, by Infinite Warfare?
Now, personally, I'm one of the few that's actually really excited for Infinite Warfare. I mean,
a lot of people now. I mean, speaking of remasters, where some people are sick of them, a lot of people, let's say like 90% of them, are looking more forward to the remaster than the actual new game coming out.
I mean, we for example are more excited about Batman Return to Arkham than we are about some of the upcoming titles.
Like, that's the thing, like, as long as a remaster is done good, because a remaster can do certain things, like, there's probably a lot of people who haven't played Final Fantasy XII, there's probably a lot of people that haven't played Arkham Asylum, and with a remaster, they can play it. Like, and for people who have already played it, don't get it, or just enjoy the game again. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, like, don't whine on social media about things, or, like, go onto the internet and bitch in the comment section. It's like, you should just enjoy the game for what it is, and if you don't want to play it, then don't play it. That's the way we see things. It's like, respect the game, respect the developers, don't disrespect them.
Yeah, it's like, if they do a bad game, then fair enough.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I am excited for Infinite Warfare, but I mean, granted, the way Activision is handling Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered is a bit bad, where only people who are willing to like fork out loads of money just for like a remaster of Modern Warfare is.
You didn't get all the
Yeah, exactly. You don't even get all the maps, which, to be fair, tells you that in ways it's just kind of a cash grab. And I mean, I like Activision. Don't get me wrong, I do like them. It's just I think sometimes their decisions. Well, I just think sometimes their decisions are really poor.
Well, they are. They are really bad.
No, to be fair, like
Not sometimes.
Like Activision, whenever you see a TV title or a movie title that gets made into a game, guarantee most of the time it says Activision.
I mean,
most of the time it's bad games, apart from Deadpool, which is a very
Deadpool was a really good game. X-Men Origins Wolverine I consider to be one of the best movie tie-ins of all time. Because it showed the true Wolverine. It didn't, like, half-arse it. The Spider-Man games are really good from Activision, such as Shattered Dimensions, which I still think is one of the best Spider-Man games. Technically, Activision even did Spider-Man 2. Yeah.
They did?
Yeah. I mean, obviously they did the Family Guy Back to the Multiverse game, which I personally enjoyed. It wasn't the greatest, but it was good. It captured the essence of the show, which is something I like about games. I think the only big problem, well, I think before I continue, I just want to quickly say I think one of the big problems with like Family Guy though, when Activision released Family Guy, was it went out in the same year as I'm sure it went out in the same year as South Park Stick of Truth, which obviously was a phenomenal title. It was the perfect video game based on a TV show. And I think that was its big problem. But getting back to the remasters though, I mean, obviously you've got the Batman remasters, which are coming next month.
Have you seen the news behind I've seen the recent news about the remasters.
Which ones? The Batman ones?
Yeah.
Is that the rumor about that? Is it about a rumor? Because if so, I know what you're talking about, and we'll be getting onto that shortly.
Because like it's the screenshots.
About the screenshots.
Next gen doesn't even actually. In some screenshots, it's worse.
No, I disagree. I think it adds a bit more colour to it. I've seen the screen. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the screenshot.
I usually wait until I see gameplay or video before I make my judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why don't you just wait? Like, actually, can't you just buy Game of the Year edition of the games, get all the DLC and all that stuff?
That's the thing. I think some people some people choose to either wait for the Game of the Year editions, or some people get more annoyed when they come out because they've already paid for the season pass.
Because the season Game of the Year edition comes out quite quick, in fact. Like,
oh, damn button's sticking. Yeah, I knew I was going to die there because the button was sticking.
The thing is, though, like the Game of the Year edition, a lot of the times, like sometimes isn't worth it. I mean, like look at Bloodborne. It comes with one DLC.
Yeah.
Like for like a completely new full-price game, it's ridiculous.
I mean, I think most DLCs should be done in sort of a similar style to how Bethesda did it with Wolfenstein: The New Order, where they pretty much made a new standalone game.
Yeah.
It was the exact. I mean, even you can confirm this. Like, it released and it had the exact same size gigabyte, maybe even a little bit.
It was actually no, it was bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Than Wolfenstein: The New Order, and it was much cheaper because it was essentially a DLC.
It was a really good one as well.
That's how you should do DLC. You shouldn't be charging extortionate prices and stuff.
£40, like pretty much the price of the game.
I mean, granted, Fallout 4 does okay with it, but I think Fallout 4 we've got a lot more to see on DLC for that. Yeah, Destiny is a joke. with it, because I mean, with Destiny, it's the fact that you can't even really play the standard game anymore unless you have the downloadable content. I mean,
also one of the biggest complaints though, $20 in the US, £20 in the UK. How does that work?
Yeah, which £20 isn't that like equivalent to like £30 in the US? $30.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then it should be £15, £15 over here at most. And even
exactly.
then, even then, it's not even DLC. It's not even an expansion. It's not even, I wouldn't consider DLC. It's just like a few missions that are exactly the same as what you would get in the game with.
I mean, Destiny, we all just agree it's like the ultimate cash grab and the thing that no one should ever look forward to on the PlayStation conference.
Exactly, and unfortunately, I do
It's
think
going to happen.
we
It's
are
gonna
going to be
happen.
expecting some Destiny footage.
Yeah.
More than likely, this Rise of Iron DLC that they've just announced today.
Like I haven't put it in my predictions because it's pretty much guaranteed. So
Same. I'm also expecting some Call of Duty gameplay at the PlayStation conference as well, just to get that out there, because
Possibly,
that's not in predictions either. But
I just
I
realised
mean,
something.
yeah.
I'm able to play Call of Duty online without my PlayStation Plus subscription.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we played Dead Island with. Well, I don't have a PlayStation Plus subscription. I played Dead Island online.
yeah, good point.
Same with What was the other game that we played online? We did play
Resident Evil 6.
Dying Light.
I thought it was Resident Evil 6.
Yeah, Resident Evil 6 and Dying Light.
I don't even know what games require PlayStation Plus accounts.
Uncharted 4 I've heard does require it, and same with Doom.
You know what? If that's the case, I'm gonna go with Project Cars.
I mean, you could give Project Cars a try. I mean, maybe Project Cars is another one that doesn't require it. I mean, if all these games are supposed to require it and they don't actually have it, then... Oh, another one is the likes of The Division. I know The Division, Destiny, and Star Wars Battlefront all require it as well.
Basically, like games that require online. So
Exactly. Crap. I just blew myself up. Sorry guys, this is what you get when you have like a guy who hasn't played Uncharted in ages on an Uncharted game like Fire.
Right.
I knew.
So,
We're not going to really talk about rumors actually, because quite a few of the rumors are pretty much in the predictions. At least for me, there's quite a few of the big rumors for E3. I mean, we'll talk about some of them. I mean, because I'm not sure if you have put them in, but one of the big ones is coming from the Microsoft conference. That we're going to be seeing a lot of new Xbox hardware. Like we'll see, like
maybe the new Xboxes.
like a mini Xbox One and like an Xbox One Slim and stuff.
what about the HoloLens?
I think we might see some more on the HoloLens.
I'm actually surprised that we haven't heard anything on Minecraft 2. Like, because that would be the perfect thing to show off with the HoloLens, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's not really too much like point in announcing Minecraft 2. I mean, Minecraft's big enough as it is, and it's still growing. So
I'm just saying, like, you know, they've got it.
I mean, and when you
If
consider,
it works with the HoloLens,
Like the whole.
I mean, the thing you need to consider as well is that Minecraft has literally just, like the first Minecraft has literally just launched on the actual Wii, like launched on the Wii U.
And
yeah, that's the Wii U.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, look how long it took for that to come to the Wii U.
Right.
Because it's the Wii U.
Right.
Okay. Fair
What's
point.
the point of announcing? What's the point of announcing Minecraft 2? What can they add to Minecraft 1?
Exactly. That.
No idea.
What can...
I honestly
mean-
don't know. Like, because the thing is, with Minecraft, the thing I actually do kind of admire is they add a lot of stuff through updates.
Yeah, it's something like They can just expand on the con making the old game.
Yeah,
This
like
only expand on the con making.
the only thing that Minecraft 2 would have going for it is that it's like going to be isn't it like exclusive to Xbox or Microsoft at least?
It's rumored.
Yeah, it's like they bought the rights or something.
Also,
Another thing that the only thing really I think that Minecraft 2 could have had was like an online like like deathmatch sort of thing, and they're adding that through an update as well. Like to Minecraft 1, like a deathmatch sort of thing.
also, why wouldn't you make it possible to build vehicles for number 2? That would be cool.
Yeah, that would actually be good. That actually is one, like actual vehicles.
I mean,
can
it could have
actually
a story. It could have a story, but I don't know if that's a good idea.
I mean, they could have a story, but I mean, like, didn't Telltale already do that?
Yeah, and I haven't played it, and probably never will.
Nah, the story probably is okay if you're like a kid, but nah.
Yeah. I mean, because let's be honest, like, if I played Minecraft, I would not give a crap about the story, I just want to live.
I mean, if they did the story, they could always add Sam Jackson mode, which appeared in the VGA's ones. They could add that. That could make the game fun.
Possibly.
I mean, obviously you've got that rumor about the Xbox consoles, because I think that is a pretty big one. And I'm not sure if any of us would have put that in the thing, like the predictions.
I'll just say no, I didn't.
I didn't either.
I didn't. But one thing is, if they're gonna announce a brand new console, I'm pretty sure they would have announced it at Microsoft's like own. What's it called? It's like digital PlayStation Experience. What's Microsoft's version called?
They normally just they call it the Xbox Showcase normally.
Yeah, not like it. The Xbox Showcase. They would have announced it there and showed it off at E3. That
Yeah.
would make so much more sense. They wouldn't announce something like a brand new console.
Well, I mean, Xbox really only do showcases though at certain times, like they did it with Gamescom, and they did it when they announced the Xbox One. But
But then again, no, it's not a next generation console, so
it's literally like the rumor is it's literally just like along the lines of like an Xbox Slim.
So it's just literally a smaller version, it's not like an upgraded really one.
Oh no, apparently they're doing a small one, sort of like a handheld one, and
God.
no, like, like a portable Xbox One, like so it's
For a Wii U gamepad.
maybe I don't know. Sort of like a Wii U gamepad. Man, Uncharted 2 is really hard to play with a stuck controller. But yeah, so another thing that's been rumored among these Xbox things is a plug and play sort of thing. Not plug and play. I take that back. Like a set-top box. You know, so it's it's still sort of sticking to the whole thing that Microsoft have about being the ultimate entertainment system, I think.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's pretty much. Hey, let's release a game console. Like we're talking about Netflix and.
Yeah, which nearly every other thing has.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I use my PlayStation 4 for Netflix a lot.
Exactly.
It's they dropped the ball on this. 2 years ago.
Whoa.
At least they didn't follow through with the whole, not being able to trade in games.
Yeah, at least they didn't go through that, or the always online.
Yeah, that would have killed it.
If the console went to like no more trading games, that would just destroy businesses.
Yeah.
Like, that would destroy.
Like the thing is, games will go there one day. Like it will be all digital eventually, regardless.
Well, I mean, we pretty much buy all digital now. I mean, it's very rare I buy like a physical. Very rare I buy like a physical copy.
Honestly, digital games, you can get like for some games you could probably get them like £20 cheaper, like only after a couple of months release, on a physical copy than you would get on the store, which doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand, like, that's why I don't go for digital, because like it's so expensive. Like, look, I went up to look at FIFA, and it's just like, I forgot which one it was, but if you look at FIFA, one like the old ones that's been out for a few years, it's still like 50-40 quid on the store.
Yep.
So, I don't know if it's been changed since, but probably hasn't. But like, it's like, the games that there's some games that stay at full price for so long to the point where you can pick that exact game up in a physical copy for like £5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, sorry.
Well, the last thing I'm going to say is,
Okay.
the only way digital is going to work if it does it like Steam, because Steam does it best.
Yeah, with a lot of price drops and everything, good prices most of the time.
Yeah, Steam does have really good prices. I mean, I'm not a PC gamer. I've never played on PC, but
I've got a laptop. But
I will agree that Steam is possibly one of the best ways to buy digital games.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah. So moving on. So now we'll just we'll quickly just now we'll go over our predictions for each of the conferences. So we'll go in order of the conference. Yeah, we'll go in order of the conferences like being shown. So we're going to start off with EA.
It's in the game, don't you know?
I miss that catchphrase, like that tagline. Would you like to go first, Johnny?
Right, so I've got them because I've wrote my predictions in my death note. I have got it starting with Mass Effect Andromeda. That's what I think it's going to open with.
Yeah.
Then I think it's going to do a little, like, you know, the sports games, you know, all that hullabaloo.
Yeah. That fun time.
These are also part predictions and part hopes. So, you know, there might be some ones that won't show up. I think they're going to show off, obviously, Visceral's Star Wars game. I think they're going to close the show with that, actually. A hope is Dead Space 4. I really want Dead Space to be continued. And to go with that, I think they're also going to show off maybe a Dead Space Remastered collection. And I think is that 5?
I think so.
I think that was 5. Yeah, Dead Space 4 and the Dead Space Remastered collection, I think, makes it 5. And on a side note, KOTOR 3, I hope.
So we'll get into more discussion once we've basically went over our predictions. We'll just quickly discuss some of the ideas and stuff. But for my predictions, like Johnny, I really hope that it cannot die. It shouldn't die. It was one of the first franchise games of recent years that actually has managed to scare the living daylights out of us. I'm expecting a long section dedicated to EA Sports, as per usual, because, you know, it wouldn't be an EA conference without at least 20 minutes of football and maybe even talking to an ex-footballer.
You've got to give the people watching some time to, you know, go to sleep for a little bit.
I mean, we did that. We actually fell asleep. This is no word of a lie, people. We fell asleep during the 2013 conference, wasn't it? Oh no, was it 2013?
No, it was last year. It was last year's.
Yeah, it was either yeah. During the 2015 conference, we actually fell asleep. And we woke up just in. I think we woke up just in time for Star Wars, didn't we?
It was either that or Ubisoft.
I'm sure we woke up just in time for Star Wars.
Fair.
Yeah. So I'm expecting to see obviously FIFA 17, NHL, Madden, but one that I am actually going to put me idea out for is because, I mean, obviously every year last year we had UFC 2, and the year before when UFC came out, we had Rory McIlroy PGA Tour. Now, I've heard some interesting leaks and rumours going around, and I think it's about time this series made a comeback, and I think it's going to come. A new Fight Night game.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Maybe
of
a
rumours
champion.
surrounding Fight Nights coming back, and so
Plus, have you noticed UFC 2 pre-order bonus? It's Mike Tyson.
Yes, it
yes.
is.
I mean, the way I'm seeing it is maybe they'll do Fight Night, a new Fight Night game. They'll have some big boxes from our age, from our recent days, like Manny Pacquiao. You know,
I mean, with the recent death as well of Muhammad Ali.
yeah,
I think
Muhammad
it could
Ali is a
work very well
pre-order
with-
bonus.
I think he could. No, in fact, I think he could be the cover star.
Yeah,
He was.
That's
he
what I
was
think.
Like,
and I mean, obviously, there's also Floyd Mayweather as well. You could have Floyd Mayweather there.
he's never been in a Fight Night game.
He hasn't?
I don't think. I think the only way you can get him is by community creations.
So yeah,
That's weird.
I feel like we're going to be seeing Fight Night make a comeback. Mass Effect Andromeda, I'm expecting to see a very long demo, similar to how Fallout 4 did it last year.
Yeah.
I'm expecting like loads of gameplay, and I'm expecting a March 2017 release date.
Okay, so March 2017. That means it'll come out in June. Right.
And I'm expecting some possible remasters. The remasters I'm sort of expecting. I've got a few here. Some I've got good feelings about. Some personal hopes. There's the Mass Effect trilogy, which has been it's been thrown around now for a very long time. The Dead Space trilogy, which needs to make an appearance, to be fair.
See, the thing is, when I hear about remasters at E3, even though I've put down remasters as well, I think that remasters are kind of not for E3. Like, same with how they did the Arkham ones, they're just kind of ones that they announce out of the blue.
Yeah, but I think with some of these though, I think it would be good if they announced them, if they did it so it was like they're adding new features to it. Like I'm going to get into in a second when I get my last remaster on here. One that I've added because I've heard loads of leaks and rumours, plus I think it's about time it came back, is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And the other one is Mirror's Edge, which I'm expecting to see with some VR support.
I mean, Mirror's Edge could, but I mean, Catalyst is like a reboot, so I don't know if they would do that.
Yeah, but I think they might do it though just to add like virtual reality support and maybe some DLC and stuff.
I
And
mean, KOTOR, obviously, I'm really hoping for Knights of the Old Republic.
and to round it out, I mean, obviously we're going to see Star Wars in some caliber there, but I don't think we're going to see the visceral game. I think we're going to see a cinematic or CGI trailer teasing at Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yep.
So, Luke, what are your predictions?
Maybe showing off the story mode?
Maybe, yeah, if it has a story mode.
Which apparently should.
And then that's all my predictions for EA's conference. So, Luke, moving on to yours.
If you can think of any.
Right. Mass Effect, I'm expecting gameplay of that.
So I think we're all in agreement about Mass Effect.
Mass Effect's definitely going
I mean, do you guys think it'll open the show or close the show?
I think it'll open
I think it'll open it because I think it's good to open it on that.
I think it'll open the show, but I think that's only because of the fact that EA have now sort of getting a tendency for revealing new titles at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, obviously there's going to be the sports games, as usual as every year.
Yeah.
Madden, FIFA, NHL, NBA Live, they reintroduced that for next year, but this generation of consoles.
Well, no, NBA has been around. NBA's been out since the launch of the new consoles.
Yeah, I'm saying like they introduced that because it hasn't been an NBA Live game. I think like for a couple of years before. The end of, like, last
I'm
generation.
saying there's been one every year, like on these on this generation of consoles. Yeah,
If that's the case, it's been dwarfed by the 2K series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much the
Right. Anyways.
case.
Obviously this is sports. One thing I have to think of I think there might be an announcement of a new Sims expansion pack.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, how long's Sims 4 been out?
Sims 4's been out
yeah.
for a few years now, hasn't it?
So could Sims 5 be announced?
I don't. No, I mean, they've barely released any expansion packs for Sims 4 so far.
There's no
You know, I actually realised as well I forgot a big one, but I don't know if Luke might see it. I think you will.
We'll wait and see, and then if not, then you can mention it afterwards.
I got a feeling this could be a Star Wars game.
Okay.
Knights of the Republic 3, I'm not too sure. Maybe more like a story based, like, not like, well, not like in the Knights of the Republic, it's more like just kind of like a Force Unleashed.
Maybe something like 13, like what 13 was going to be.
Yeah. How many predictions? That's 3, I think. Well,
No, I think you're at 4.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did have something.
Do you want me to say what I think you were going to say?
Go ahead.
Battlefield 1?
Oh, yeah, gameplay. It's been confirmed the gameplay's going to be shown for that 64 multiplayer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright, so...
That's been announced. What I do, like, what I'm hoping to see is a remastered version of the old Formula 1 games. No. Have you seen the Formula 1 games?
This one's in the wrong spot.
Well, I'm not a fan of Formula 1, so...
I'm not the biggest racing fan.
The only decent one was the Career Challenge. There's everyone. Anyways,
I mean, what about remasters of, like, Burnout? Didn't they do Burnout?
Yeah, EA did do Burnout. It was Criterion. It was Criterion Games, who are currently also working on a project.
think about it. There hasn't been a Burnout game for a long time.
Yeah, I think it's because it got sort of outshone by Need for Speed.
But then
Possibly, yeah.
Need for Speed was just ruined. I'm sorry, that's been ruined. With all the, the AI's not even AI. They just like stick to a certain path and stuff. It's not hard to tell. Right, but I think there's a possibility of a new racing game. Whether that be because Need for Speed's been a new one's been announced by Need for Speed. So I've got a feeling there'll probably be announcement trailer, gameplay, hopefully, of the new Need for Speed game that's been announced. Like, I'll confirm that's a new one in the works. There's nothing much I'm hoping, but what I think that could be a possibility, Dragon Age 1 and 2 remasters.
Oh, that's a possibility, yeah.
That is a
Especially
possibility.
1. I mean, I don't know about a Dragon Age sequel.
Actually, hang on. No, never mind. Well, them too. But what about a Mass Effect Trilogy remaster?
So yeah, you agree with Matt on that.
About what?
The
Sorry.
Mass Effect Trilogy remaster.
Yeah, I think Mass Effect's long deserving of.
Especially,
I can see it happening.
Number 1 definitely needs to. Number 2, yeah, but like, might as well remaster remaster the trilogy and release it like a month or 2 before Andromeda. Not like that'll give you plenty of time to replay the franchise, get you know, re into it.
Yeah.
And then next thing you can also like it will easily build up the hype for the new game. So
It's always smart to do that, and that's why me and Matt, I think they should do a Dead Space remastered to try and build up hype for another Dead Space.
But difference is, well, there's no Dead Space 4 being.
Yeah.
That's why we
It's
think.
always like a smart idea to do that.
Yeah. It's that. So yeah, that's a possibility. Plus, the Mass Effect games are full of content with like DLC and stuff, and it wouldn't work.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's 5.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done with it. Yeah, like I've got a feeling there's like a Sims new expansion pack, probably Universities or Pets, something like that.
Guys, just to quickly put this out there, just for our viewers, if you are watching us live, breaking news, apparently Fallout 4 has accidentally gone free on the Xbox Store right now. Both Fallout 4 and the Season Pass. So if you want it, because you are a cheap bastard, grab it while you can.
Just turn on my Xbox. I'm being serious, I'm turned it on.
I mean, from the looks of it, it is on the American one, so whether or not it appears on the European one is a different story. We will just have to...
It'd be the Bethesda one, wouldn't it?
Yep, but we'll just quickly have a quick discussion over some of the predictions.
I'd have to change my HDMI, never mind.
Question.
Yeah.
All your news about the new Fallout, like, well, not the new Fallout, like, what just happened there with Fallout?
Yeah.
If anyone do get that, it'll just be like what happened on Season Pass with PS4. They'll just take it off you.
Oh yeah, that is a fair point.
More likely, yeah.
Like, oh, you downloaded it for free from when it was for free by our own fault. Oh, we can take it off you now. But yeah, that's pretty much what
I can enjoy it while it lasts, damn it.
That's what I'm pretty much expecting from EA. Just a new Sims, Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay. There's going to be the sports section. It's a possibility with, like, what I'm hoping with Mass Effect remasters of the trilogy. Which, you know, it's a very possible thing. Because number one's quite old. It'll be like 10 years old. I think next year will be after.
Well, for Mass Effect?
Mass Effect 1 came out like 2007 2008.
I think it might have been 2008. 2 seconds. I'll just clarify this.
Wait, what are you asking?
When Mass Effect 1 came out.
Mass Effect 1, it was like 2007.
So it comes out all the time. It always comes out like in March or whenever a Mass Effect game comes out. So next year, if I'm correct,
just to confirm, yes, Mass Effect did come out in 2007.
It'll be a 10-year anniversary of the first game next year on Simulator.
Yeah, Fallout 4 is free. Apparently. The thing is, though, it says nothing, including VAT, and it says you'll be charged. So I think that it might just be a look, kind of. It might still charge the mill.
Yeah,
I wouldn't risk it.
So I'm not going to do it. I've already got Fallout 4. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So, it makes sense for Mass Effect remaster since it'll be the 10th anniversary of the very first game. Like, even if they do the remaster of the very first game, because I don't think anything will be carried over into this one.
Yeah. So let's just have a quick discussion about obviously our prediction, Dead Space 4. We've got to talk about Dead Space 4. I feel.
Have you played any of the Dead Space games, Luke?
I've never played them. I've got number 2. I can play that. I've got number 2, but I never actually had time to get to it. I've got Gears of War 1, 2, and 3. Never got time to play on that.
Well, Dead Space is it's a really good survival horror series, especially if you like Resident Evil 4.
I have seen gameplay for
very
it.
similar.
I've seen Let's Plays on it, so I definitely know what it is and stuff.
I mean, to this day, Dead Space 2 still has one of the few scenes which actually still terrifies me to this day.
Is it the baby one?
Huh?
Is it the baby one?
Yeah, it's the scene in which you go through. It's the level where you go through a nursery.
Like a kindergarten.
That terrified me because I have a distinct fear of children in horror in general. I mean, children are scary in general. I'll just get that out there. But
Shit everywhere.
but with horror, though, horror's got a distinct use of children, and it always is terrifying. I mean, The Shining scared me for a long time. The Ring scared me. The Exorcist scared me, and
Alma and Fear.
Yeah, Alma and Fear.
Also.
I think right now, gaming, for this generation of consoles needs a new horror game, because
well, that's the thing. They tried to do that, with the Evil Within, and they sort of succeeded in a way. It's a good start.
I mean,
Like-
I mean, the
There's
thing with
also
either,
Outlast as well, which is a big one.
yeah, Outlast 2 is coming soon as well.
Yeah, but the thing is though, right now, it's not exactly saturated, so it's pretty much
Yeah.
an open market right now. Unlike
Because I mean, like the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube era was like absolutely. There's so many horror games.
I mean,
compared to now.
obviously with the PS2 as well, you had so many like massive entries and probably the most successful entries in some horror series. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
Resident Evil had Resident Evil 4, Silent Hill had Silent Hill 2.
Fatal Frame
Yeah,
was a big one.
yeah, there was
Fatal Frame 2. I think it was Fatal Frame 2.
I mean there is a very obscure one that came out as well called The Suthering.
Yeah, I remember that one. Ties that band.
I mean, obviously,
one
you
I
also had the PS3 had some big ones as well. I mean, obviously, while it was more considered a shooter, I mean, the first BioShock title had some very horror-ish elements.
So we're gonna move from A now.
Yeah. So now we're just going to move on to Bethesda. Who's starting this time?
Start with you this time, Matt.
Okay. So with Bethesda, I'm just saying this now just to get the remasters out the way. I am definitely expecting to see a remaster of Skyrim. It's been leaked by numerous retailers in these weeks leading up to E3. Skyrim Remaster's always been like one that's been on the fence now for a few years, and I think from the rumors with the idea of it possibly having mod support as well for the consoles just adds to the idea that Bethesda really is trying to make PC gaming and console gaming one and the same. I am hoping if Skyrim does come, it gets the Game of Thrones mod, which pretty much turns all of Skyrim into Game of Thrones. But I'm also expecting a Fallout 3 remaster. I don't know why, I just have a feeling that Fallout 3 could be coming as well. Because Fallout 4 has been a massive success. No one can deny that. And
Sales-wise,
sales-wise as well, Fallout 3 remastered would make a lot of money. I mean, probably not as much as Skyrim. I mean, Skyrim's still considered to be one of the best-selling games of all time. So, I am.
But like, regardless, if they bring a remaster game from last generation to this generation, we can actually play it in 60 frames per second, hopefully. Because as good the games were, they were pretty much slideshows and
especially like New Vegas.
yeah.
Or PS3 anyway.
Or the new Far Harbor DLC expansion.
Okay, and after that, Mr. Matthew.
So now we're getting the remasters out of the way.
Oh, have I cut out?
I am definitely expecting an Evil Within 2. I'm expecting the Evil Within 2 to get a reveal, and I'm expecting possibly an October release date, like October this year, because the thing with Evil Within 1 is it came out just in time for Halloween, and Halloween is always the perfect time to release a horror video game. So
plus, whenever Bethesda announces a game, they tend to release it like a few months later. That's what they do with like Fallout games, like Elder Scrolls. They tend to release it like not like too far. Like that. I mean, they do have a tendency to, when they announce a game, it turns out it's actually coming out
like
soon,
rather soon, yeah.
A few months later rather than like 2.
I mean, that's something I do like about Bethesda. They do take their time before they reveal anything. They keep all their things close to their chest. I mean, right now, obviously Bethesda's got a conference. I mean, this is huge in a way, because with last year, Bethesda only really had a conference to announce Fallout 4. It's like, now Fallout 4's released, what real thing do Bethesda have up their sleeves to reveal? And I think that's one thing you've got to think about Bethesda. It's all about what are they going to announce and what are they not going to announce.
because the thing is, right, is Johnny okay?
So professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
There we go, he's back. But yeah, like I was saying though, it's one of the things where with Evil Within, I'm expecting it to get an October release date purely because the first one was released around about October, and it did well with its sales because of that. Because I think obviously people want new horror games, they want to experience new scary content, and I hope with Evil Within it can, instead of going the action route towards the end, keep the horror vibe going throughout the entire game. But my next one is I'm expecting a Wolfenstein: The New Order sequel, and I'm expecting.
Is this your fourth or your third?
My third.
Is this your fourth?
My third. I'm expecting Wolfenstein: The New Order because Wolfenstein did so well. I mean, obviously it's got critical acclaim. It's regarded as one of the best first-person shooters of the generation, and I mean for good reason as well. I mean, Wolfenstein is an incredible game, but
Great concept.
yeah, very good concept, and I mean obviously as I was saying earlier, it's got the Old Blood as well, which was a very successful DLC. And
it was a standalone.
I mean, yeah, it was released as a standalone game. It had its own retail edition.
In my opinion as well, because I've played the First Blood many times, it's better than the original. It's better than the New Order. In my opinion.
So yeah, I mean, and I'm expecting with Wolfenstein as well that we'll be seeing that about March, April. I'm expecting that to be the release date that they'll announce.
July.
Well, I'm seeing March and April because that was when New Order was released, and roundabouts when Old Blood was released as well. Then I'm expecting Prey 2 to close out the show. I'm expecting a revival of Prey 2 to finish out Bethesda's big conference. And my final one, is a prediction. It's very unlikely because it has literally just been rumour, but it could happen. id have recently trademarked that they're doing Quake again. So I'm expecting Bethesda and id are working on a remake of Quake. Like a reboot of Quake.
Yeah. So Doom Online, okay?
Pretty much, yeah. But I mean, Quake also had big bands. I mean, it had people doing soundtracks, like big bands doing soundtracks, sort of similar to how DMC got Combi Christ to do the soundtrack. One of the Quake games had 9 Inch Nails do the music.
Oh yeah, I've never heard of them.
Really? You've never heard of 9 Inch Nails? That's actually incredible. They did well,
Combi Christ, I never heard of them before they did DMC.
Well, I mean, in case you're not knowing who 9 Inch Nails is, they did the soundtrack for like most of David Fincher's recent movies, such as Social Network, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Gone Girl.
Okay.
They've done a lot of movie soundtracks recently. But yeah, them are my Bethesda. Yep, them are all my Bethesda predictions.
So who next? Who?
I'll jump in for this one. Right. What I think, like before with the EA one, I said with they could probably announce a remaster of the Mass Effect games, like Mass Effect Trilogy, to build up hype for the Andromeda. What I'm thinking is, it's been a long time since a proper Elder Scrolls game came out. Since Skyrim, didn't Skyrim come out?
2011.
Yeah, Skyrim 2011. Yeah. Because it came out the 11th of November 2011.
Obviously, we're not counting the online.
Yeah, no, that doesn't exist. What I'm thinking is, they probably... I think there'll probably be a new Elder Scrolls game be announced.
Like, what, so you think Elder Scrolls 6?
Elder Scrolls 6, I got a feeling that's going to be announced for next year. I do think there's definitely gonna be a remaster, Mike.
Yeah.
But I think it's most likely going to be Skyrim due to its popularity and due to all the rumours and stuff pretty much confirming it. But I don't want Skyrim to be the one that gets remastered. I think it's going to be the one that gets remastered. If there is one remastered.
Yeah.
But it's Oblivion.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's an interesting turn.
The thing is, Oblivion is 10 years old now.
To be fair, it is the one who was in need more of a remaster than Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim, because to be fair, if you have a good enough PC, you can just mod it to look like a game that came from 2022. Like, big mods can make the game look absolutely fantastic.
That is very true as well.
And I mean, it can't be Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind because they've already denied that they'll ever do that.
So there's fan projects on that.
So sorry guys, who's fans of Morrowind.
But like the thing is, I think Oblivion for me needs more of a remaster than Skyrim, because Skyrim, like,
it's still completely like playable, like easily.
Yeah, it's still like.
Well, unless you're playing on PlayStation 3, that is.
No, it's still kind of playable. It's not New Vegas.
Well, yeah, I mean it's okay as long as you don't touch water.
Oh yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, never mind. That's a story for another day.
I'm actually kind of intrigued to hear what that story is now.
Yeah. Long story short, the very first time I got like my brother's friend bought Skyrim with his own like PS3 or whatever.
Yeah.
They were playing free for whatever. Like it said, I can try out Skyrim. It's like, yeah, sure. Put Skyrim in. After spending a long time on making my character, so I could do that. After going through the escaping the camp from the dragon, and walking down like the hill, or whatever, like a path, and there's like a giant river. I walked into the river, and the game just like went to a black screen, and then just started the beginning. It took me back to the beginning.
Oh, it never did that to me. It just froze. The game just froze whenever I touched water.
Anyways, that's what happened to me.
What always was fine to me.
The game just restarted. Right, anyways. Yeah, Oblivion, I think, should get a remaster, unless, against all odds, both Oblivion and Skyrim get a remaster.
Yeah, that would be great.
That would make a conference.
I think what they need to do though is they need to put Oblivion in like Skyrim's engine, because Oblivion, like, to be honest, is very outdated now. It's still good, but it's really outdated.
Yeah. That is very true.
They probably announce a remaster of the two, and probably announce Elder Scrolls 6, but that won't get released for like another year and a bit.
Yeah.
Year and a half. Right, so like, and these games are huge, so they will take a hell of a lot. I think this is pushing my luck. Elder Scrolls remaster, Oblivion and Skyrim remasters, maybe December time.
Yeah.
And Elder Scrolls 6 for next year, October, November time.
That would be that will probably be whereabouts I'd put a new Elder Scrolls.
That's pushing the boundaries. Most likely probably to be Skyrim remastered, and probably not even Elder Scrolls 6. That probably gets saved for next year. Okay. I got a feeling there's going to be a new Wolfenstein game, a new Water 2, and that's.
Alright,
Cause they need to fill out this show, like their conference.
They really do. I mean, this
is what we've been.
There's only so much Dishonored footage it can show.
Well, we were saying before this that, like, you know, what are they going to do to fill out this show? Because there's not a lot of stuff Bethesda can do to fill out a full conference.
Yeah, I mean, I think unfortunately, every conference is going to have its duds, and I think from what we've seen so far, I think Bethesda's is going to be Battlecry.
Possibly, yeah.
Because, we've only seen a little bit of footage so far on Battlecry, and it doesn't look impressive, to be fair. Personally, that's just my opinion, no disrespect to the developers or anything, because, you probably have put a lot of hard work into the game, but that's just my honest opinion. I don't feel like it's got much going for it.
One thing I do think probably get announced is a new Fallout 4 expansion.
Oh, that's actually
Right,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can say that happening.
Yes,
The
Sim.
new Fallout 4 expansion. Probably get like a date, like August, maybe September release date.
We're getting close, I know it.
Just to add to your little Fallout thing there, there has supposedly been a rumor going around that there's a big expansion coming called Nuka World, which is it's kind of like a Nuka-Cola version of Walt Disney World. So apparently that was found in the files of the games on one of the websites.
To be fair though,
Here it is, Elena.
Bar Harbor
Secret entrance
was
to
an
Shambhala.
entire island. Nuka World, an expansion of an theme park. Now, I don't know how they can help them expand it to such size, or at least
Keep looking
somewhat
around. There has to
big
be a
enough for that.
Well, I mean, if you actually saw the size of the Walt Disney World terrain, like, because Walt Disney World, it's like, obviously it's a resort, so it's not just like it's not restricted to just a theme park. I mean, there's 4 theme parks in total around Walt Disney World, and then you've got obviously all the downtown areas, the swimming areas, you've got the hotels. So it's like, it's sort of like this massive sort of plot of land. So more than likely,
See, no, I think completely opposite to what you're talking about there, where you're talking about size. I think the next Fallout 4 expansion is going to be like a more story-based one, like Anchorage was. That's what I think.
Operation Anchorage was a really good one.
Yeah, I think like the next one isn't going to be like a big open area. It's going to be like a more story-based one, kind of like a more enclosed one. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could do that. Like that's right. So far, Skyrim remaster, a new Skyrim, not us.
Yeah, on the scrolls.
An Elder Scrolls remaster, no, Elder Scrolls game. New Order 2, Fallout 4 DLC, New York DLC. That's pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else.
Alright, that's fine.
That's okay.
4's still good enough.
For me, four. That's my 4.
And I mean, we had some good. I mean, obviously we had some good discussion as well, which just sort of filled it out.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to open the show with Dishonored. I think it's going to be a pretty big gameplay of Dishonored. We've talked about the Fallout 4 DLC, so because that's what I was going to say, but I think I think they're going to do a Fallout 4 DLC, more story based, and it'll be funny that they're going to announce that when they're still basically trying to fix Far Harbor.
Well, I mean, they recently released the patch for that on PlayStation 4.
Well, that's a good thing because it needed one.
I'm sure it was like a few days ago when they released it.
I think they'll probably still be needing to fix it.
Probably.
Wolfenstein New Order is pretty much guaranteed. I want to say Evil Within 2, but I think they might actually show off as a Doom DLC.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to close the show with Elder Scrolls 6 Hammerfell. I think that's what it's going to be, Hammerfell.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah.
So that's an interesting.
Yeah, that's actually where I think it's going to take place.
Well, I mean, that's the thing as well. I mean, if you've played Elder Scrolls Online, it had loads of different worlds and stuff, like loads of different areas around the whole sort of Elder Scrolls universe. So I think it would be good if Elder Scrolls 6 sort of took it to one of them unused ones.
I mean, they haven't got many places to do. Elder Scrolls 1 was Arena. They've done Daggerfall. They've done Morrowind. They've done Cyrodiil. They've done Skyrim. They've still got Hammerfell, and I don't know how many they've got left. I don't think they've got many left.
Yeah.
So like Oblivion was in Cyrodiil, by the way. So
yeah.
Which is like the Imperial place. But I mean, like Dishonored 2 is going to get the brunt of the gameplay, I think, of the showing.
I will agree there.
That's coming out later this year and hasn't seen much, so...
I mean, the interesting thing that's recently come out as well is about Dishonored 2 is the cast. I mean, obviously, Chloe Moretz has returned as Emily, so... I mean, that's something I loved about Bethesda. They always get big actors for their cast. I mean, you had Liam Neeson in Fallout 3, Jackie Earle Haley in Evil Within, and obviously Chloe Moretz in the Dishonored games.
I don't think they had anyone for Fallout 4. I can't remember any anyway.
I'm sure they did somewhere. I can't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Now it is my turn to test yours.
No, I don't. If anyone knows, please put in the comment section any famous celebrities in Fallout 4. That's not including voice actors because you know there could be like yeah. So like obviously if like Nolan North like popped up, I don't know, say like a mole rat or something, don't put that in the comments. Although that would be hilarious.
Get your hands off me.
I could see him doing that.
I could see Nolan North as a mole rat.
But I think Elder Scrolls 6 though, if it does get announced, it's not gonna get like a gameplay trailer.
I've got the cast of Fallout 4.
Okay.
Okay, male voice, Brian Delaney.
The name sounds familiar.
Female voice is Courtney Taylor.
She sounds familiar as a voice actress as well.
Personal does Nick Valentine, Mr. Handy, Codsworth, a lot of voices. Stephen Russell.
Nah, one doesn't ring a bell.
Nah.
Right, Courtney Ford, Piper Wright.
Nope.
No.
Peter Jesser, Paladin Dance.
No. That name
I don't think there is any.
No, I
John
don't.
Gentry for Fast and Coffee.
Nope.
No.
To be fair, I didn't know. Oh, hang on, we do know one. Sean Chamel, Strong, Goku.
Okay. I didn't know he did that.
Who?
Ron Perlman's
It's the one
in
who
it.
voices Goku.
Ron Perlman's in it.
Is he? Is he?
See, I thought they lost Ron Perlman in that one. Like, I thought he didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I know Ron
It didn't
Perlman
sound-
did
it didn't sound
majority
like
of them.
Like,
It didn't sound like Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman was the Anchorman.
Oh, so Ron Perlman did appear.
Anchorman.
The more you know.
Tim Russ.
That name doesn't sound familiar, to be honest.
I think we'll just agree that there haven't been a lot of big actors in this.
I think it's really just Ron Perlman, to be fair.
I don't even remember his character though.
It's just his Anchorman.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't even know who that is.
I don't even remember there being an Anchorman in Fallout 4.
What is this?
The beginning of the game.
Ron Burgundy.
Beginning of the game.
Yep, so we'll move on to the Microsoft conference.
Which I know I struggle with, and I think Matt did as well.
I struggled towards the end,
Right.
but shall I go first again? Or
Luke,
does
would you
wanna
want to go
take it?
first? If you can think one.
Okay, I got a feeling a new Forza game's going on. Forza Horizon 3. Because Forza 6 just came out.
Okay.
It's too soon for a new Forza Motorsport game to come out. Forza Horizon 2, it's been out for 2 years, so it probably isn't. I think it's good enough time to release a new one. Announce a new one. I got a feeling. I'm not hoping for this, but I got a feeling a new Halo game will come out. Not Halo 7 or
Halo 6.
Halo 6. Halo 6 will be on.
Not Halo 6, like a spin-off sort of thing, like Spartan Assault or whatever.
Like sort of like Reach.
Sort of like ODST as well.
Yeah, like nothing in the main thing. Not it's sort of like ODST or Reach or even like Halo Wars.
Yeah.
Like one of them. I got a feeling like a Halo game will come out, something like that.
Sorry.
I got a feeling some indie titles will be announced.
Glad you find this so funny.
Yeah, the indie titles.
Definitely.
The indie titles always.
It could be.
I knew that was coming.
I want to see it first.
I knew Peggle would. I knew you'd say something about Peggle. Still to this day, folks, the greatest ever video game announcement at E3.
Right, I got a feeling some HoloLens might be announced. Because normally they would do something about the Kinect.
Great.
Like they've done that like the past couple of years, if I remember. But like that's pretty much dead now.
Yes, it
But
is.
to fill the void, they can use the HoloLens, which I haven't heard much from for a while.
I mean, the only thing that's shown off on it is Minecraft, I think. And did they show Conker, like a terrible version of Conker?
Yeah, they showed a terrible version of Conga. They showed Minecraft, and they also teased at Cortana, like actually being able to like recreate Cortana.
See, there's a big game that I think will be HoloLens compatible, but I'll leave that till my predictions thing.
To be fair, Forza Horizon would be good for HoloLens. For like the driving view, cockpit view. Anyways, Gears of War 4.
Yeah,
That's been announced. That's been announced, hasn't it?
yeah, it's
I think
coming. It's out this October.
I think that'll be
October
their
25th.
main one. So.
I think that's gonna be like a lot of like detail, like gameplay trailer, a whole lot for that.
Yeah.
Microsoft's difficult because they pretty much have.
Again, if you ever like draw a blank, it's fine to just like move on.
Yeah.
To be fair, Microsoft's quite difficult considering like because it's. Like,
Let's be honest, none of us are like proper Microsoft fans. We know a bit of
So
it.
we're using.
It's mainly just the exclusives.
Little themed game, whether that be like a ODST reach or like a strategy game like.
Halo Wars 2,
Halo Wars 2, like something like that.
which has been announced.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, whatever. That's two right there, wasn't it? Indie games, like Forza Horizon, like Halo, whatever. Indie titles and something HoloLens related. That's four.
And Gears of War.
And Gears of War, that's five.
Do you want me to go next?
Yeah, you go next.
Okay, so this is a personal hope because I finished the game. I loved the game. It's personally my favorite game of 2014. I'm hoping for a sequel to Sunset Overdrive.
Which would be great.
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive, despite me like not having played it in a long time, is great. It's really good.
Sunset Overdrive it's one of those games where it revitalized gaming for me because before Sunset Overdrive was announced, it was all drab, dark, dull video games, and like Sunset
Very
Overdrive
story-based
brought
as well.
and Sunset Overdrive brought a lot of color, it brought a lot of fun. It was what you want a video game to be. It was fun.
Yeah.
And
A fun, colourful, like pretty much, I guess, like scenes 4 game. But
yeah, I mean, and the thing is, with Sunset Overdrive, it was done by Insomniac Games, who obviously they're well known for doing Ratchet and Clank, and so obviously you had all the fun sort of weapons, like you had the TN Teddy, you had granted you had the Dirty Harry, which was just a regular gun, but it was a Magnum, so it was a reference to the Clint Eastwood movies. It broke the fourth wall. It had Game of Thrones references in. It had a Breaking Bad reference where you talk to Jesse Pinkman. There's even a mission in the game where you collect all the side quest markers. So it's like, this is the type of game that you need out there. It's just something fun yet adult. So I'm expecting that to get announced with a CGI trailer. You were saying, Luke, before I unfortunately interrupted you?
And I was just gonna say, it's sort of Overdrive. I haven't played it because I don't have an Xbox, but from what I look at it, it's like the epitome of a video game. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Just play with it and play fun.
It really is.
Fun story, fun gameplay, fun customizations, fun a lot.
It's also really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This-
Yuri Lowenthal and is it Stephanie Lemlin? Yeah, Stephanie Lemlin. Them are the people who made that game.
Basically, the voice actors for the main character.
Yeah.